Welcome back to my content, people. Now, I think when it comes to Mortal Kombat as a whole, this year marks its 30th anniversary, and you know what? They're probably gonna go out with a bang. And since they're showing their Arcade1Up for the first time, the 30th anniversary edition, this one looks really interesting, and it's got my unwanted attention, as you could say. But you know what? It's got my attention, and so we're here to talk about it. Arcade1Up's mini Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet includes online multiplayer for free. Ooh, this sounds good. Why do I have a gut feeling that it's gonna cost up to $500, just like the PS5? I mean, I wouldn't have that budget, but I'm here for it. Experience the blood and gore of Mortal Kombat on an arcade machine long before the infamous title was ported to home consoles. But Arcade1Up is bringing the best of both worlds to the updated version of this miniature Mortal Kombat cabinet. The new cabinet is introducing online multiplayer so players can compete with anyone around the world. This is actually a good thing, because first of all, you never had an Arcade1Up play online in history. If it was like this in the late 90s and the early 2000s, when the internet was rough at the time, I think for the most part it would have been something fans could look forward to. I mean, they had, PlayStation Online before, where they were playing Mortal Kombat Deception. I think that was like the first. But we're talking like real online gameplay, playing people online from all over the world, all over the country, with an Arcade1Up. That right there is something you never seen them do. So shout outs to 1Up for hooking the fans up with this special edition. Officially known as the Arcade1Up Midway Legacy arcade game Mortal Kombat 30th Anniversary Edition, which I called it before. The new version of the cabinet, as the name implies, commemorates the 30th anniversary of the original Mortal Kombat landing its arcade in October of 1992. But don't worry, unlike the first iterations of the game that landed on home consoles like the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, the versions include with this cabinet have all the blood and gore and over-the-top finishing moves, including out of the box. Ooh, finishing moves out of the box. So what does that mean? It sounds like you hear the finishing moves, imagine like this rubber band hand just popping out the cabinet and just grabs your shirt and everything and says, "Get over here." Like, that would have been tight. That would have been dope if they actually had that for real. But as far as like the Super Nintendo version goes, that was trash. They replaced blood with sweat. I don't know what they call the Sub-Zero fatality is more faithful. Scorpion's Toasty was good. Sonya's Toasty was alright. Liu Kang's fatality sucked. Just a cartwheel kick and an uppercut. And I don't know what Kano was taking out of people's hearts. A brick? A piece of plastic? And I don't know what Radiant's fatality was. His was also garbage. So I'm not even gonna complain about that. Other than the Super Nintendo of Mortal Kombat was terrible. And it's pretty much won over parents at home that to tone down the violence and replace with blood. Man, if y'all don't sit your sensitive selves down, this is what Mortal Kombat was known for. What you think was gonna happen? Parents back then are like parents of right now. The cabinet includes 3 Mortal Kombat games in total: the original Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and Mortal Kombat 3, and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and each version gives players 3 ways to compete against a computer opponent, side by side against a friend, using the cabinet's second fighting stick and buttons, or against online competitors using the same Arcade1Up's hardcore. But unlike modern consoles that charge for online multiplayer cabinets, the service is rolled into the machine's price tag. If you don't have to pay additional monthly fees to hop online and get your butt kicked, this isn't the first time online multiplayer has been available on one of Arcade1Up's games machines. The feature was first introduced back at CES 2020 with NBA Jam. I didn't know that. But this is the first time the feature has been designed to work with the old school Mortal Kombat games. Yeah, I just wish that Xbox and PS5s wouldn't have to charge people extra money to play online where you could just do it for free. And I think this is something the first time Arcade1Up's is doing something different. You play against people online for free. Oh, that would have been cool. Now check this out though. I'm heading down to Williamsburg, Virginia in the future. I wouldn't imagine if they actually had like the Arcade1Up's in the arcade rooms. That would have been something that I would have been geeking off of. I love Mortal Kombat, I love video games, but if they had these machines in the arcades in Williamsburg, Virginia, Lord knows I'm gonna go apes. Like, just saying. The 3/4 scale cabinet features the same art and deco that Midway used on its arcade machines in the 90s. Just scaled down to be more house friendly, and in addition to the 4 Mortal Kombat games, it also includes 10 additional retro Midway titles such as Rampage, Jewess, Gambling Defender, and Paperboy, to name a few. Specific pricing and available details haven't been shared yet, but you can expect the cabinet to arrive sometime in 2022 and be priced similar to Arcade1Up's NBA Jam cabinet, with the current sale just over, good God, $700. No thank you. What exactly did we learn from this article? Well, we learned that they're coming out with the Mortal Kombat 30th Anniversary Edition arcade cabinet. It has every game you want to play from all 4 Mortal Kombat titles: Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, and Ultimate MK3. No trilogy added. So Ballistic is still working on the trilogy remaster game. But as far as like the pricing goes, I think I'm gonna have to hold on for that for a while, because there's no way I'm gonna pay $800 for, or $700 plus tax for Arcade1Up for NBA Jam. That's something I wouldn't see myself doing. Though I love the game on the consoles. I mean, I got the tournament edition on the Sega Genesis. I've beaten the game one time, but I haven't played it like that, even though it's the most iconic game. But back to Mortal Kombat. It is so awesome that Arcade1Up's are doing it for the fans that love the Mortal Kombat franchise. Now, imagine them doing the Power Rangers Arcade1Up. All of the Power Ranger game titles, from the Super Nintendo versions, the Sega Genesis versions, the Game Gear versions, which I would have loved that, because the Game Gear version of the Power Rangers game in the 90s were better than the both Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, games, because it's a fighting game. The easy moves are very easy to pull off, and the combo systems are just fluid. You can even do a speed run with it though. But if it was like updated, I think people are gonna love the game even more. Now, if they were to add Battle for the Grid, which has everything, DLC characters, storylines, and just have everything that was, like that. You guys get where I'm coming from with this. Now, I'm gonna get this conversation going in the comment section. Will you be able to pick up this Arcade1Up of the 30th anniversary collection? Arcade1Up. or will you just watch it on YouTube and just watch people review it? And let me know what your thoughts in the comments below. Shout out to Mortal Kombat on its 30th anniversary. The franchise has come a long way, and boy do I feel old like a mud. And even I'm 30 years old, but I'm still young at the same time. So what you talking about? Alright y'all, be easy.